What is going on, everybody? This is Striker welcoming you back here to LA Noire, episode 37, I do so believe. And we're here at Rancho Escondido.
You know, there are times when you really miss a nightstick. There's more religion in the end of a nightstick than in 100 cathedrals.
Oh. Practically the entire thing.
I tell you again, sir.
Don't tell me when and how I can come and go on my own property.
It is not
This is
safe,
America,
sir.
dickhead.
Now step back, or I'll lock you up for
Smart
a fray.
mouth son of a bitch.
You sorry sap.
Not befitting a GI.
We're gonna have to pacify these poor saps.
Best kind of defense is a fucking fantastic offense. Oh, you want some too, bitch? Get over here. Get over here. I'm gonna click faster than you can even animate, you bitch. Come here. Come here. Come here. Let's go. Nice dodge. Nice try, bitch. Knocked the fuck out. We didn't get touched once from all of that. Hell yeah.
Good thing you showed up when you did, detectives. Those folks were baying for blood.
Okay then. Let's see if there's anything left to take a look at.
Is their front lawn just painted wood? Or is that a texture issue? I can't really tell. Alright. So how do we get up into the property if we cannot get up the front steps? Or we could probably look at both of the houses. As well. Yeah, we literally can't get up on here at all. Why did that just at me?
Mortar is like dust. Is that normal in a fire?
You'd expect some shrinkage in the heat, but it looks like the cement barely adhered to the brick.
Yeah, no kidding.
Doesn't appear to be any wall ties either. This thing looks like it was built on the cheap. If we're paying a visit to Elysian and ruining my career, let's bite the bullet and get on with it.
I'm going around furiously clicking anything else, see if anything else happens over here, you know what I'm saying? Can we get over to this other property though, by the way? We can. I doubt there's anything to really find. I just figured I'd give this other one a look around just in case. But, okay. Damn, Cole Phelps runs fast though, for real. Oh, and they slowed down. Why'd you make the noise at me? Do I need to talk to this man? Nope. Alright. Is our partner in the car? I think he just resigned himself to go sit in the car and wait. Yep, he's just chilling in the car. Okay, so it looks like we're going to Elysian Fields, and we're going to make a stink, as they would say. I still can't tell if this is supposed to be like fake ass grass, because it literally just looks like wood, but I don't know, it could just be a texture issue in the game. Sorry, I gotta turn around. This is the easiest way of doing it. Alright. So now, locations. Elysian Fields. Alright, let's go get it, as they would say. I did a pretty good job of hitting about 6 different cars on the way over here, so, you know, we're at least keeping our record going strong. Also, I'm kind of curious how this is going to go, since the captain told us to leave the whole situation alone. But, well, if anyone knows Cole Phelps, they know that that's not how he does things. You know, we're just out here. We're doing it. I just hit a fire hydrant. I think that's illegal or something like that. There's another set of houses over here. These fires do seem to be pretty convenient for the property developers, though. I'll give them that. So that's definitely some angle to look into. Plus, we have the, as the audience, we have the extra little information of the newspaper stories and stuff like that. So we already know that things are amiss. That sign was floating. It was floating. Sorry, man. I'm getting out the car. I'm walking. I turned a little early, so I'm just gonna walk it out. It's fine, it should still trigger a cutscene, right? Ta-da! And our car will just teleport to the front of the building anyway, so it's whatever. I'm not too worried about it. Oh, it didn't teleport our car, actually.
So, you gonna see your married man?
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD, to see Leland Monroe.
Do you have an appointment?
We're the
You know.
police, lady. We don't need an appointment.
Can I tell him what it's about?
It's an official investigation.
There are 2 police officers here to see Mr. Monroe. Send them through.
And that's our cue. Thanks, ma'am.
I'll fight this bitch. Did you see the stank eye she was giving me? Let's see, these are gold handles.
I said, if you're a producer, then I'm Lana Turner, Jack.
What's poppin'? Huh?
I gotta have it.
I want to know why I was able to actually get in here.
I know that face. That's the guy who busted all those Negro drug pushers last week, isn't it?
It is, and now I'm investigating your company.
Not in your life, Buster.
Oh, I wish I could afford that.
Fucking punch you in the head, yelling at me like that across the room.
When is America going to understand? It's not about getting, it's about giving.
I'm curious if there's supposed to be like a hidden...
Lousy piece of shit.
That broad has socks in it, Brazil.
Alright. I'm not sure if there's supposed to be like a hidden something in here.
Let's get moving.
But it looks like this is just kind of extra room to add for the,
Take another step this way, and there's gonna be trouble.
Alright, let's take another step this way.
Are we waiting?
Let's go. Fight. Let's go. That's what I thought. But for the immersion, that's the word I guess I'm looking for. This is a pretty fancy staircase, I'm not gonna lie.
May I help you, gentlemen?
I would like to speak to Mr. Monroe.
I'm afraid it's impossible. Mr. Monroe's schedule is booked weeks in advance.
Cut to the chase, sister. Is he in?
I'm not at liberty to reveal that, officer.
So he hired you for your intelligence?
I find that offensive.
You have every right to.
This is getting us nowhere, miss.
Casino.
Would you like us to return with a warrant?
That won't be necessary, gentlemen. Come into my office.
Oh, would you look at the, oh. They do have a garden on the inside of the building, or is that a glass? I think that's glass. Just kidding. It's right on the outside, though. I like that. That's a nice touch.
You like a cigar? Drink, boys.
Sure, I'll have a scotch.
Biggs.
Who says cigar like that? Would you like a cigar? Are we supposed to take a peek at this, by the way? Hmm. Just getting, we're just getting information, you know? Taking a look at all the houses and signage that they've got up here. I don't know. Maybe it's going to help us in the conversation with this man. I don't know, though. Do you want a cigar?
We're investigating a series of domestic fires, Mr. Monroe.
It's terrible, boys. How can I help?
Elysian Fields and Suburban Redevelopment Fund flyers keep turning up in the vicinity of the fires.
They're turning up all over town, boys. Can you imagine the current demand for housing?
So that's your explanation, Mr. Monroe? Coincidence?
Explanation? Why, what's to explain? I advertise on radio and billboards for buyers, and I advertise for sellers using waybills.
What's your connection to the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
It's an organization of civic-minded individuals whose goal is to make the city a better place for its inhabitants. Something I was proud to be asked to join.
Damn it!
What do you know about a competition for families to win free vacations to Catalina Island?
My company runs many promotions. I'm not familiar with that one.
2 families are dead, Mr. Monroe. This isn't a question of criminal liability. We're looking at conspiracy to commit murder.
Do you know who you're talking to, son? You want to use incendiary language like that with me? I suggest you should leave immediately.
We're just gonna fail this whole fucking thing.
We've made offers to buy houses in areas where fires have been recorded.
Are you suggesting that I'm burning people out of their homes so that I can sell them new ones?
What happens to your plans if a family like the Morellis refuses to sell?
We work around them. Business finds a way. That's the American way.
See, that's what I should have, yeah. Alright, well I need fucking answers at this point, so...
Come on, Mr. Monroe. You expect me to believe that you would build a new development with one of those old piles smack bang in the center of it?
Progress is an inexorable process, Detective. Those who choose to stand in defiance are usually confined to the wastebasket of history. To answer your question, yes, we would build around them if we had to. Most people see sense.
This guy is a scumbag.
What's Elysian Field's involvement in Rancho Escondido?
One of our latest housing developments. It was due to open on the weekend, or was before the unfortunate conflagration.
It met with building code regulations.
Absolutely. Only the best for our returning heroes.
Well, that's a lie.
You're lying, Monroe. There's something out of kilter about that development.
Son, I've had enough of you and your fidgety friend. There's no way in hell you can prove that my materials were inferior.
I mean, we could just come all the way down here to this.
I'm no expert, but I think we'll find that the bricks being used on those houses are undersized and the mortar is faulty.
And there's no wall ties connecting the masonry to the frame.
Every building is built to a budget, boys. Those buildings were inspected and fully insured by California Fire and Life. Investment of that magnitude demands it. Do you think that they'd vouch for the buildings without examining them? The arsonists, do you have any suspects?
We aren't at liberty to say.
I didn't think so. The contractors I use for waybills, do you suppose it could be any of them? I have a list of their names if it'd be of any help.
That would be very helpful, Mr. Monroe.
Glad to hear it. I'm always happy to help the LAPD. My secretary will provide you with that list. Did you know that I'm on the board of the police pension fund?
Achievement unlock, Huckster.
Let's give help, officers.
What's the story? Any of these names ring a bell?
If we tap all of them, one of them will. I guess it won't.
Herbert Chapman is on this list.
I don't remember who he is.
Find the phone. We need to know where we're at with Chapman.
Ah, that would be why this room is unlocked.
Boss is a fine man.
I don't need this.
Is this the phone I can use?
I said, if you're a producer,
Operator,
then
message
I'm
for
Lana
KGPL.
Turner, Jack.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you check whether we are still holding a Herbert Chapman?
Let me find out for you. He was released this morning, Detective. I'm sorry, Detective.
It's not your fault. Can you give me a last known address and put out an APB on the guy?
I'll get back to you, Detective. APB will go out over KGPL shortly.
Thanks for your help.
Well, that's annoying. Is Chapman the guy that we put in jail for the other fires? Maybe that's where we're supposed to know him from. I don't know. I hadn't played this game for 45 days, so couldn't tell you. It's our piece of shit old partner.
Buy me a drink, Cole? No.
Not even for old time's sake? Not even for that. You're not gonna ask me why I'm here? I wouldn't give you the pleasure. We'll get around to it. She's in fine voice this evening. I wonder how the commander would feel
Save
about...
the threats for someone who cares about them, Roy.
You're breaking my heart, Cole. You know how I feel about you. Stay away from Elysian fields.
I should have known that you were playing errand boy.
You and your doofus partner. You have been warned.
Thanks for your cooperation, officer.
I love you.
Stay away. You have no idea the type of people that are involved in that
I
company.
have a pretty good idea, Roy. The same kind of people that sent you here.
Your investigation is finished. Homicide will be taking over from here. I've heard we've had a spate of grass fires in the hills that you and that hunchback might be able to handle. Thanks for the drink, Cole.
God, Roy Earl is such a piece of shit.
You get the message about Monroe?
Yeah, Earl delivered it. You?
McKelty. He started making noises about my pension.
Oh,
Sorry about that, Herschel. I didn't mean to drag you into this.
Save it, Phelps. Monroe's an asswipe. And so was Earl. And so was McKelty when it's all said and done.
Trove.
KGPL calling car 11K,
11K, go ahead.
11K, the last known address of suspect Herbert Chapman is 650 North Kingsley Drive in Wilshire.
Roger that, KGPL. 11K en route.
Let's go pick him up.
You fought at Sugarloaf, didn't you?
I did.
I don't know why
like
it
to
didn't
talk
just
about it.
automatically
You
pop
come
up
across
for
a
us.
guy called Jack Kelso out that way?
You know Jack Kelso?
He's an insurance investigator over at California Fire and Life. Our paths cross from time to time. For some reason, seeing you makes me think of him.
Has Jack spoken to you about his experiences on Sugarloaf? Or the rest of the campaign?
Jack keeps stum just like you do. I know what it feels like to get back from conflict. You gotta respect that.
Interesting, but yeah, so apparently we're on the right way, and we did outsmart Marilyn Monroe about the poor build quality, so that's how we got the Huckster achievement, if you missed that and didn't rate it up in the top right corner. So that's something. I didn't think it was that hard to outwit him on that last one. I mean, that's the other thing too, about the promotional stuff, because it literally comes attached to the way build. That was a lie, and I should have done that, but it is what it is. That's the thing, sometimes it's like, I can sit there and go through every single option and digest and think about every single possibility, but that also makes these videos like an hour long, and I don't want to do that. We've already had a couple of them approach an hour. Whoops. We've already had a couple of them approach an hour, and that's a long ass time to sit down and watch. So, yeah, I don't want to drag it out sometimes, and I just have to go with the gut feeling. If it sounds stupid or truthful, I'm gonna roll with those options.
Cole, what are you doing?
I mean, they stopped in the middle of the intersection. So, sorry about your car, bud. We're definitely gonna get dinged for that vehicle damage. Whoops. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, so we'll see how this case goes. I don't know if this is gonna be a super duper long one or what. I would assume that if we keep going for another like 20 minutes, I will.
We'll know where we've been if we try to retrace our steps.
I'll have to break this episode into 3 parts. Or this case into 3 parts, rather. But I like doing them in 2 parts, as you guys know. That's how I've done everything else. So we'll alright, other motorists, just get the fuck out of my way, would ya?
We're looking for Herbert Chapman.
I'm looking for him too. I need him to move his car so I can mow the lawn.
He's definitely not here.
I've been banging on his door off and on for a couple of hours. Yeah, he's out somewhere. There's some kind of problem.
Let's take a look at the car.
That's not helpful.
Let's see
Alright.
what he's hauling around.
So he's got the coils.
Oh Motive, opportunity, and hard evidence.
So did we get the right guy? Even though they released him?
Are you drunk, mister? Or are you just cracked?
Great, he's got a bunch of 45 calibers.
By the APB. He's clearly armed. Definitely gives him opportunity.
Yep.
Holy Cole. There he is. It's Chapman. He's coming out of the laundromat. Shit. He's seen us.
Cops. Again.
Son of a bitch. He must have caught the trolley. We gotta move fast, Cole.
Right, I'm on it.
I'll call this
Sorry.
in. Get some cars dispatched. Car 11K calling KGPL.
All right.
11K requesting assistance. In pursuit of suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar. Currently heading east on Melrose Avenue. Advise all units. Suspect is in control of car and driving dangerously.
Yeah, he's fucking up everything. I'm just sticking with the trolley, because there's really nothing I can do.
University streetcar headed eastbound. Approach with caution. Suspect is in control of the streetcar and driving dangerously. Unit stay on code 3 identified.
Stay on his ass, Cole. Don't lose him.
I'm hardly hitting the gas. It is not hard to stay behind this guy. He's on a trolley. Jesus. It's a nice fancy yellow car, too. Fire truck's not even gonna try to do anything? Come on, man. Can't help out a police officer? Oh, fuck.
See if he can damage one of the wheels. Might act like a brake and slow the thing down. Step on it, huh? Get me just a little closer. Hold him tight, Cole. As soon as he ditches the tram, we'll be there to grab him. End of the line, you little prick. Come on, Cole.
Let's get him. What? Bitch.
It's like we have our man, Cole.
I was just trying to tackle him.
Chapman seemed to have his own agenda. There seems to be more to this than a personal vendetta.
I was just trying to tackle him. He swung at me, missed, and I just
Elysian.
quick-scoped him to the brain.
See Chapman and Monroe working together.
You have a point. The evidence is good for Chapman. Hard to be worrying about his side of the story when he's blasting away with that big 45.
Nice work, gentlemen. Put yourself at considerable risk stopping that trolley and probably saved a lot of lives. Anyone else but you, Phelps, and you'd be up for a bravery award. We've had our eyes on that slippery son of a bitch Chapman for as long as I can remember. I couldn't be happier than to wipe him off the scoreboard. I hope this puts to bed that crazy stuff you had going about Leland Monroe. What were you thinking, Phelps? We'll be calling Richard Nixon a crook next.
That's funny.
What is it?
A letter from Lou. His insurance policy named me beneficiary.
California Fire and Life. You worked for Elysian?
The roof that he was working on collapsed.
It's a very generous settlement. Elsa, I'd like you to do something for me. I think there's something dirty about Elysian Fields.
What has that got to do with Lou?
I want you to reject this settlement. I want you to go and see an investigator named Jack Kelso and ask him to make some inquiries about Lou's case.
Isn't this police work?
Do you want to find out what happened to Lou?
Why would he help, this Kelso?
Jack won't be able to help himself if he smells a rat.
He's a friend of yours?
He hates my guts. Elsa, you could take this money and and let them get away with it, or we could get Jack's help and do something about it.
Why not be honest with this man, Cole? He deserves your honesty if you want his help.
Believe me, Elsa, I'd like to level with him. I really would, but it's too late. Years too late.
Yeah, he's something you could call a friend. You know. Alright, 13 out of 13, but we, sucked a fat one on questions correct, though. Jesus Christ. Did get 4 stars, though. I'm sure if we didn't have $1,500 of vehicle damage, it'd have been fine, but we'll see if there's another little shindig here. There's not. It's House of Sticks, so I'll see you in the next episode. Yeah, that wraps this up. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, everybody. I'll see you